Hello Pisces and welcome. My name is Esther. So today we're going to do a general reading for the Pisces collective, the starseeds, lightworkers, earth angels, healers, intuitives. We are all intuitive, and I know so many Pisceans are also evolving right now, and humanity needs us now more than ever. Honestly, all signs are needed. So for Pisces collective, we're going to be looking at more of the solar plexus alignment. So your will, ego, and identity. So the highest messages from Spirit for you today. All right, Spirit, please send us the highest and best good that Pisces collective needs to know at this time. Oh gosh, these are really flying. In regards to their will, ego, identity, what they most need to know right now. Thank you, Spirit. What does Pisces most need to know right now? Thank you. Okay, so, my goodness, a whole chunk came out. Well, once more, that one came in reverse. Decision. Amazing. Okay. Wow. 7 cards. So Pisces, it looks like, now we'll gain clarifiers for these as well today. Really stepping into a higher element of truth of self. So you have recent past, you've definitely been working on your throat chakra, right? So feeling safe to speak your truth, your highest truth. And with that, this communication, right? Blah. So that really shows what you're giving out. So with your hands, perhaps you're using your hands in your work. I was feeling called to put on my healing bracelet here with aquamarine. And that is very much communication. And the hands have to do with the giving and the receiving. So the left side is the receiving side, closer into the heart of the human being's energetic spheres. And then the right side is the giving out. So giving out that high communication in honor of the truth and the balance. Because you have the 5 of Pentacles come out first in the reverse. And that is a lot to do with spiritual awareness, faith restored, moving past the hardship and reintegration of your optimism and your highest truth, and feeling really strong in your mind and your throat. So your words that you're utilizing, and feeling safe to express, feeling safe to speak your highest truth to the world, which is honestly what we need now more than ever. So we'll gain a little clarifier on that here from Spirit in regards to this 5 of Pentacles in reverse, please, Spirit. Any advice, further advice? Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. 4 cards. One moment here, Pisces. Wow. Holy. So, 9 of Pentacles came out. Exactly. So your willingness, you've been coming out of, oh my gosh. So what Spirit is saying, Pisces, is that because of your willingness to work on your reintegration of the belief of self, your will, ego, identity, knowing thyself, right? Feeling really strong and empowered in who you are, in your authority, and your highest truth. So this is where Spirit is saying, Pisces, this is complete rewards and abundance. Look at this beautiful 9 of Pentacles and the goddess on the card, all of this yellow, which is also the color of the solar plexus. So that is major integration here. Oh my gosh. You've also got the 6 of Cups. That is also all this yellow and this balance of communication, right? So this is now a giving back. So all of your gifts are now embodied, integrated, and now you're able to pour them out to the world, giving back into the communities, the children, the earth, with your work. And that is in complete overflow. This is an overflowing of cups. If you look, all 6 cups have flowers in them. This is birthing. This is All the seeds that you have sown, all the seeds you have planted, you're now reaping the rewards, and you're sharing that with the collective, and you're sharing that with the whole world. Your gifts are taking off because here you're reaping all the rewards as well. Look at all this abundance, this nourishment, this bird on her hand, taking flight and really embodying all of these elements. There is also a little bit of more advice here from Spirit that is saying, you know, all that you had to let go of and walk away from, still feeling a little bit perhaps clouded in the implementation of all your gifts, how to ground the spiritual into the physical. However, as you notice, this girl, she feels bound, and she has all these swords. You can easily cut away this binding that she's held herself in. So this is feeling like, perhaps with this castle in the background there, Pisces, you had to walk away from what was and what was known, and feeling really, having been really restricted in the past, right? Especially with this gray energy. So the 3D, the past paradigm, and with these 3 swords on this one side as well, reconfirming that. The evolving into the 5D, these 5 swords on the other side. So this is really saying, you know, Pisces, you are no longer bound. You may still feel a little bit like you're in the in-between, and that's normal. As we're evolving, it's going to feel very disorientating. And so Pisces, Spirit is essentially saying that put down these fears and these worries, these limitations, because you have all of this goodness coming up and coming in currently, and it's only growing. So you will see that significant change, all of the sunlight, because what also confirmed in this was the Ace of Cups. That is an overflow, an overpouring, just like you're seeing in the 6 of Cups, right? All your magic, all your creativity, knowing thyself is now bloomed. It's now in blossom, and it's waiting to be received by the souls who need you. So really carrying that voice and really implementing it into the earth and into the world. Keep going and do not stop, because this is an overflow, an overpouring of abundance. You are clearly already here. You are clearly in it now. And Spirit's saying thank you, because this is an overflow that humanity needs. This is the new wave of the new earth, the collective consciousness. And you have done it. Going a little further here, Pisces, is Spirit saying with the second one that came out in your foundational spread, that is right here, the 2 of Swords. So this is a decision. So maybe you're feeling a little bit like at a choice point. And that can be because of the residual of the letting go of what was, the old version of self, right? We still have a grieving process to go through of when we shed the masks and really step into our highest truth, into our highest timeline, honoring who you are. That can be quite scary, because that means facing your fears. And you have faced your fears. The spiritual realm sees that, and they're really proud of you. So because you have now all these crossroads, these choices, where do I align? Where do I go? You've done all this shedding and all of this regeneration and healing through 2025, which is ultimately fabulous, because this year has been all about exactly that. We're being called to let go of anything unaligned, both within the self as well as outside of the self, that is no longer a match for your highest good. However, you are unstoppable. You've got the moon here. Even though she has a blindfold on, there's a little light above the blindfold, and that's representative of the third eye, the all-seeing eye that sees far surpass your physical eyes. So this is foresight. This is complete inner trust and faith, and knowing that even if you cannot see the whole path before you, it's this unwavering trust of self that allows you to experience the unfolding as it comes, because Spirit is guiding you and you are seeing the signs. You are trusting that inner call. You are knowing your worth, your value. You are honoring your destiny, your highest timeline. And that's where a lot of this introspection has birthed from. All of this, mental conflict that you have had to really go inward and be truly honest with the self and make those choices. Is this really my truth or is it not? And that can be immensely scary and challenging. So just ask Spirit for any clarifiers in regards to the Two of Swords. Thank you. Yes. Oh my gosh. Look at that. The choice. Well, so Spirit's saying, right, with that decision, that inner conflict of the mind, do I stay? Do I go? Do I remain where I am? I'm comfortable in this old version, right? And that's why change, even when it's for your highest good, is so tricky, because when we feel safe in what we know, even sometimes when it's not for the highest good. So very much this choice point where you're looking at, well, these are all the pentacles I built. So what do I do with them now? Do I carry them forward into the future? And Pisces, yes. Spirit is saying, yes. Go, Knight of Wands, this valiant knight, this certainty, this charging forward, this belief in self. Look at, you've got these 3 pyramids in the background. Divine intervention, divine guidance. You are strong. This is ancestral protection as well, and strength. But it's also the ascended masters. It's the higher inner knowings, right? And the Egyptian mythologies that were actually real, right? All of those planetary beings that are planetary sisters and brothers and neighbors. They were a part of the earth at one point of Earth's history, and their wisdom was profound. That wisdom is also reintegrated into you now. So it's saying, yes, no longer sitting and contemplating, what do I do with all this magic that I am and that I've created? Spirit's saying, okay, well, take it, head forth on your valiant steed. Spring forth knowing you're taking leaps and bounds. You are so protected, and it is so needed what you're doing and what you're bringing to the world. So very much trusting in that, because you have a lot of wealth and prosperity ahead of you, Pisces. Here you've got the Hierophant. So this is also what you've been working on through your will, ego, identity, to know thyself and trust the self. So this is very much an integration of shadow work, because what a beautiful reading, because you've got the communication again, feeling safe to express your highest truth and your authenticity and your uniqueness and your authority, and expressing boundaries as well, right? And telling people, well, I do not deserve this, or this is not who I am, and setting those clear boundaries of what you will and will not accept in your life anymore. No longer, just allowing people to treat you poorly, telling them no. That's fairly clear. So with the Hierophant coming out as your another additional card in regards to the foundations of the solar plexus, your center sun. This is about traditional institutions, traditional values. You're breaking the mold. You are developing the new for the earth because of your authenticity. Your willingness to be authentic opens the door for others in the world and around you to feel expansive, and as though they too are able to express their authenticity and their magic. And that is such a gift. That is such a gift, because when you become higher, when you pour the light out to the earth, that allows others to feel that, and it has an unspoken domino effect. It is a powerful, powerful element to be aligned with the heart and aligned with your highest truth, Pisces. This is no small feat, and it's highly rewarded, highly regarded. The Hierophant is strong. Look at this root energy, right? This red, grounded, safe, secure, solid in your identity, solid in who you are. Now, anyone who judges you, whether perceived good or bad, no longer holds any power over you. Their authority, it's irrelevant, essentially, because you know your truth. And that is the power that you hold. That is the magic that you hold. So this is very much going against the grain. This is, not stuck in the old paradigm of the 3D of traditions and, 9-to-5 jobs, and you work and then you retire, and then, you grow up, you get married, you graduate, you go to university, you get a job, you retire from that job, you maybe vacation, and then that's that. It's like so silly. One moment.